Good morning and welcome back to another video. In this week's video, I just realized I haven't put on my wedding rings yet this morning. I've started to not sleep in them per suggestion from a lot of you that we had this conversation during a vlog. Anyways, it's so early, but I haven't even put them on yet. I am going to plan out every day over the course of this week. So if you want to see this weekly plan with me where I talked about how I kind of changed up my weekly planning setup, that video went up last week. And we're continuing with the exact same week. So I filmed this week and uploaded it last week. And now we're going to film every single day. So it is Monday morning. And last night was the House of the Dragon season finale. It was good. I'm not going to lie and pretend I was kind of expecting a little bit more for a season finale. I mean, by the time this video goes up, that will have been weeks ago. So it will probably be talked out by then. But what I will say that is relevant to this video is I'm a little tired this morning, but I am determined to get up and get moving and take advantage of the fact that because of the season finale, my daughter is actually at my mom's. We made plans to watch the season finale together as a family, everybody in my family that watched it. We were originally going to do it here at our house so that Lila could go to bed when she needs to go to bed. But a couple different things changed, and so we ended up doing it at my mom's, which means she is still there. So she spent the night there. So I have the opportunity to get up early and get a bunch of stuff done. So I am going to take advantage of that. And even though I am a little bit tired and I'm going to miss House of the Dragon, but I'm not going to miss staying up late. And then my heart just absolutely racing on Sunday nights. Like, it's not even like it ends. And thank God I moved to Central Time. So it ends at 9 p.m., 9:15, and I can go straight to bed. But it's like my adrenaline is pumping always at the end of those shows. And so it's just like, I don't know. I never sleep well. I'm kind of excited to sleep well next Sunday. So let's get started. Again, I talked in this weekly plan with me about how I'm actually kind of like lining this up with the times. And it goes very well with my daughter's nap schedule. But that is a little bit less relevant for today, given that she is at my mom's, although my mom is bringing her back this morning. But for now, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to start with my AM routine. And then I guess I am just going to follow the same plan, even though she's not here. So I'm going to do kickstart the AM routine. And then there's a part in my routine where I will work until she wakes up. But today that will just be until I get this done. And then moving on to all of these kind of household type things and working out, that the plan was always to do those while she's awake, as long as she is in a good mood and everything is all good, which I can still do all of this, maybe even get it done a little bit faster while I'm not also managing a tiny human while I do them. That's one thing I feel like I have definitely had to learn since having a baby, is that I can get things done with her. Like whether I'm wearing her or she's in a contained space or whatever it is, but it's probably going to take me longer than it would have taken me. And then when she goes down for her first nap, I will just jump straight into work stuff. And my mom is still planning to watch her during that middle week window, but probably here at our house. I think I mentioned this in a couple videos, but I can't really remember where. My mom is currently getting a remodel done of her bathroom. And so during the weekdays, depending on what step they're doing, they are loud. And so Lila can't really nap there during the weekdays anymore until the remodel is done. So just is what it is. Okay. Truthfully, Monday is the same as the plan because nothing has changed yet, right? Like nothing has gone off the rails. This is the plan I made last week, and that's still the plan today. A couple of little things I need to do. Somebody asked for specific texts to set up individual texts for a running training plan. So I need to get those set up for them. And then I think that's it so far for work. Oh, no, I need to upload this Plan With Me footage. I've been filming on my phone. I know I've talked about that in a number of videos. You're probably sick of me hearing it. And while the quality, I believe, is exactly the same, if not better, as my camera that I had that fell apart, getting the footage from my phone to my editor is so much more difficult. So I haven't uploaded the footage from the weekly Plan With Me yet. Personal stuff. I don't really have any little individual to-dos yet. Personal, I'm sure something will pop up today that I will think of. And then I do want to make sure I put dinner in my planner. I know that sounds so silly, but like, there are nights that I cook dinner and there's nights that we have leftovers or we make plans to order in. And I just want to make sure like I'm planning to cook dinner tonight. We have stuff for dinner, and like mentally don't forget that that's like the plan. And then my PM routine in the evening. And that's it. This first clip is not all that exciting because the plan is exactly the same and it's kind of a simple day, but hopefully I'm gonna lean into that Monday energy, lots of extra coffee. And then also today is both good and bad, the last day of gymnastics in the Olympics, which is definitely my favorite sport. I will continue to still watch the Olympics, but gymnastics I've tried to watch live, at least women's. I've watched almost everything, if not everything, live so far. No, actually, qualifiers were at like 5 a.m. on a Sunday. That I didn't watch live. But while it's awesome and I love it, I think it will also be good for my energy and productivity for it to be over today. Hello, good morning. I am here to plan out another day. I feel like I do much better when I plan out my day first thing, like almost first thing. I've put on my workout clothes. I've made coffee, taken my vitamins, and fed Charlie. That's the extent of it. And now I'm getting my day planned out. I probably sound like I just woke up because I did. But it makes me feel so much better to do that first thing in the morning. But it also is a little bit hard to film in that state. So here we are. Before we jump into planning out today, I want to quickly check in with this. So if you watched that weekly plan with me where I set up my week, one of the things I did in that video for the first time on camera was set up my workout calendar. I have been using this workout calendar is from a Facebook group called Hardcore on the Floor. These are all Peloton strength workouts. And I have been using this structure for a very long time. And one thing I started doing differently in August was picking my workouts by week as opposed to for the entire month. That way I can be flexible. And originally I had only chosen to do just one 10-minute strength workout yesterday because I knew I was going to be tired from House of the Dragon. And while that was true, because I was working out while watching gymnastics, I just went ahead and did a second one. I went ahead and did this core class too. So I just wanted to update that and also talk about it because I know one of the things I say a lot when it comes to goals is you can always do more. You can always do more. And I understand that you are probably thinking in your head, like, I'm not going to do more. Like the minimum I'm putting is like the bare bones. And I totally get that. And that's okay if that's what it is, because something is better than nothing. And if all I had done was that 10-minute workout, awesome. That I would have checked that off and felt good about it. I happened to do a second one because it was just that situation. Lila wasn't there. I was watching gymnastics and it just worked. And there's going to be times that happens, or there's going to be times that it doesn't. So I just wanted to give you an example of a time where I did do more than I had planned. But if you watch my goals videos, there's also lots of times that I don't even do what I planned. So both scenarios happen, and that is life. Okay, so I have started checking off on the weekly pad just so that I can actually see the update and make sure I'm doing what I need to be doing. So the two big things I didn't get to yesterday are the sheets. Because it was down here in this section and making my bed is up in my AM routine, I made the bed and then checked in with my planner and saw that changing the sheets were on there. And I was like, well, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to unmake the bed to change the sheets. So I just moved it to today and learned my lesson and put it in a different place. And then I didn't quite finish this step yesterday, which is fine. So today is Tuesday. I picked out this purple color, but I think it's going to be darker than I anticipate. So I'm not sure highlighting it like this is actually going to work. So I'm actually going to do this side and just try to draw as straight of a line as possible. And then while I have this side out, I'm going to draw the box for tonight's. That was definitely not straight, but it's what it is. And now I'm going over it a million times trying to make it straighter, and now it's awkwardly thick. Okay, Laken, just put the marker down. So let's just get these filled out. Work, personal, and tomorrow. And I feel like Mondays, I always start with very little in these sections and then quickly get these sections to have stuff in them. So upload, got most of the clips uploaded. I have one clip left plus this clip right now. So I'm gonna put 2 little dots there. I need to do this. I need to do this. Oh, Wait, how did that happen? Did it bleed through yesterday? Whoa, that has never happened before. And these new dot markers might be bright colored, but it seems like if I press too hard, they do bleed, like to the next page. Ruh-roh. I need to be more aware of that because this paper is like good quality paper. And I've never been concerned about it before because I don't care if it shadows because I'm not using the back, but I've never had the zig markers bleed or any other marker that I've ever used. Wow, okay. And then these tomorrow things, this I'm gonna put here, and then this I'm gonna actually put up here. So let's do this and routine, and then I'm gonna learn my lesson and I'm gonna put sheets up here. And then the one work thing I'm gonna work on until she wakes up. Although I don't usually change the sheets before she wakes up because Sam is still asleep too. I don't know, whatever. Okay, and then down here is get my workout in, and then I'm gonna make these pumpkin pancakes for breakfast. Like I just didn't want to forget that. That's why it got put. I thought about it yesterday and it got put here, and then I'm putting it actually in my planner for today. Okay, and then I have Rosie here in this section, but I actually won't start Rosie until Lila is down for her first nap. So I am going to put that here. Charlie was all over the stuff. Okay, where was I? Oh, this is Rosie. Because as soon as Lila goes down for her nap, that's when I will start this is our robot vacuum. And then I switched these two things because I just did not feel like doing that this morning. So then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of fourth, I'm gonna do something differently here. So my communication routine for sure, prep the pod and prep tonight's call. And then the one thing I didn't get done yesterday, and these two things all in my head are kind of content. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put content, and then I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3 little dots for that. Okay, and then down here, during Lila's second nap, the goal would be to get all this work done during her first nap and while my mom is watching her in this like couple hours in the middle of the day. And then when she goes down for her second nap, my goal is to do one household thing and then rest. That's the goal, and we'll see how that goes. And then I am gonna make something for dinner tonight. I usually try to do a crock pot meal on nights that I have my call, but that's not what happened this week. And then we have a call, and then we will get the replay up, and I'm just gonna put PM routine right there. And I think that is it for today. And I need to go rescue the kitty meowing at the door. Good morning, happy Wednesday. Yesterday was a great day, as you can see. Look at all the check marks look at all the things that I got done. Not everything. I don't think days exist that I get everything done. And that is fine. One of the things that did happen yesterday that will impact the rest of the week is I still didn't feel like doing these steps. I wasn't in the mood. And so I went ahead and worked anyway, which I think was really supported by my quarterly goal this quarter. I almost said this week, my quarterly goal this quarter to work a certain number of hours, which is awesome. Although this thing would have been on my list anyway, but I know that my energy dwindles as we get later in the week. So I'm still going to work the number of hours I said I was going to work on Tuesday, but I didn't feel like doing these. So I did this instead, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and get today planned out. There is one part, well, there's a couple things about today's plan that's going to have to change. Today is a Wednesday. I always try to use the pink marker on Wednesdays in honor of me girls on Wednesdays. We wear pink. So let's get this line drawn out. And then let's go ahead and flip this over and draw our little box for today's live. Okay, so first things first, I laid in bed and scrolled on my phone for a little bit this morning. So I don't believe that I'm gonna have time to get any significant work thing done before Lila wakes up. And that's fine, it is what it is. And so instead, I'm still gonna put my AM routine starting at 6, even though I definitely did not get out of bed at 6. I woke up at 6 and scrolled on my phone in bed for a bit. I'm gonna tidy up my office. There's a couple just things that have gotten out of place in here. And so I'm gonna do that and hopefully get that in before she wakes up. Then once she wakes up, I'm gonna get my workout in, and then we're gonna go run a couple of errands. I put them over here on the in the tomorrow section. We need something from Marshall's and we need something from Target. I need to look up what time Marshall's opens, because my guess is they don't open until at least 9, which should be fine. Like this is not exactly happening at this. It's more like this is the chunk before she wakes up. This is the chunk while she's awake. And so we should have time. If they open at 9, we should have time to go before her nap. But I need to look at that, make sure, like plan that out properly. Okay. Then she goes down for her nap. I'm going to prep the live. I'm going to get ready and swap out my makeup stuff for the week. And then the live is at noon. After the live, this little smiley face, by the way, if you didn't watch this weekly plan with me, means nothing. I just put an extra dot there and I didn't know what to do with it. So after the live, we are going to do the recap, the communication, and the content that I haven't finished. My new plan that I started this week, that I talked about in this weekly plan with me, to spend her afternoon nap doing a household thing and then resting, which worked yesterday, by the way, although I spent part of it discussing an upcoming trip with Sam, but that could be considered rest. Works in theory, worked yesterday. Today, I said I was going to do the bathrooms. Well, what I am working on right now is we have 3 bathrooms in our apartment. And in an ideal world, I would do all 3 of them once a week. That would be great. That's just not going to happen. Like, I know myself, and right now that's just not feasible. So what I'm doing right now is trying to do 1 bathroom a week and rotating through them. And this week's bathroom is Sam's. It is in his office. It's an ensuite to his office. And so I can't do that at 3 p.m. So I'm going to have to figure out a different either time to do the bathrooms. Like, it's not Wednesday afternoons. I don't know. I feel like I say this all the time, y'all. Like, this is trial and error. Goals are trial and error. And that is a trial that is not going to work. However, I did just realize that I did this. I came up with this awesome idea yesterday. So during our coaching calls for the community, we have implemented where every week during the call, we spend 30 minutes working on our goals. Like, we drop everything and we spend 30 minutes to work on our goals. And I am there in the chat if somebody needs me or has a question. Yesterday, I chatted with somebody about prioritizing, but I also always have my own thing to do just in case I have that time. And yesterday I was like, you know what? I'm going to use this time to clean my desk. And that will be my weekly thing that I do during the call is I get my desk clean. So I took everything off of it, wiped it down, all that jazz. So I did that, which was awesome. I also did this, obviously. Okay. In terms of other little to-dos, I still have this one work task that I've been moving from day to day forever. And then in terms of personal, I need to do this. And I think that is it. I'm going to put a little dot down here for my PM routine. I'm not planning to cook dinner tonight. We will just have leftovers. We have plenty of leftovers in our house right now, so that will be good. Just have a chill evening. We actually don't have any plans this evening. Like, one of us doesn't have a work call in the evenings, which sometimes happens. Yeah. Wow. I'm excited. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Yesterday was a good day. I ended up getting really inspired about something not on these sheets at all. With the business coach that I work with, I had sent her something else for feedback, and she came back with me with a very thoughtful, thought-provoking question. And we ended up having this whole discussion I was just super motivated, and it resulted in like a lot of extra random to-dos. And so once again, I did not get the content done. That has been on the list since Monday/Tuesday morning. And here we are Thursday and I still haven't done it, but I'm going to get to it today. I am feeling a little bit today. It's funny because it was one of those things where at first when I woke up, I was feeling okay. And then I opened up my Oura Ring app to check it. And I'm going to put my wedding rings on today. And it said that like all my numbers were low. Not my activity number, but my sleep number and then my readiness score were both low. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. That's why I don't feel so 100%. But we are going to keep chugging, and I'm going to share with you how I'm going to try to like adjust that a little bit. I mean, they're not the lowest numbers I've ever seen, but they're definitely not high. So I'm going to start by just getting the headers all situated. I'd be curious if you use this daily notepad, which I know a lot of you do, what do you put on the headers? Do you do the same headers that I do? I know I didn't add in the title so that people can do whatever they want to do, but I'm curious what headers you do. Okay, so I definitely need to get these flights booked today for a trip that we are taking. Actually, next month. Wow, snuck up on me. Okay, morning routine, and then I'm gonna get that content done before Lila wakes up today. That is my priority. And then when she wakes up, I am going to get my workout in. I'm still gonna do workout. I'm gonna adjust it to be something more low-key, like a yoga or stretch or something like that. But I am still gonna try to do something to move because I know that I feel better when I move. Unless I am actually sick or it's that time of the month, I know I feel better. And then we'll get her room clean. Obviously I have to do that while she's awake. I can't do that while she is taking a nap. So we'll get her room all cleaned up. This is just like changing her sheets, vacuuming, wiping things down, etc. And then I think that's it. Okay, and then when she goes down for her first nap, I am gonna try to wrap up work stuff. I didn't actually check off anything from yesterday, so I didn't do that. You saw that. I did all of these, this, and this. So during her first nap, I'm gonna try to wrap up the work stuff, which is some time on the planner. I'm not gonna obviously finish it today, but what I'm trying to do is at least a little bit of time every week on the planner to keep my momentum going. And then my communication routine, and then plan. I think I said this in this weekly plan with me video, but my goal is by the time she wakes up from her morning nap on Thursdays, I'm done with work. Work is over, and it is now just home /rest /family time for the rest of the weekend. So that's the goal. So then my goal today, my mom, it doesn't help me on Thursdays. She usually only comes over Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, unless she has something going on. Then sometimes we'll shift it to a later day, or I have something going on or whatever. But when Lila is awake, we're going to try to finish up the household things. Sometimes it works and I can take her with me. So we're going to try to do, well, I can't do the bathrooms because like I mentioned, those have to happen when my husband is not in the middle of work. So that probably will either be tomorrow morning's project, and that might be the answer. If my goal is not to work on Fridays, then this morning time before she wakes up on Fridays may be to get the bathrooms done, because then it doesn't matter because he's not in there. Although I just said yesterday on the live that I feel so silly wasting my morning time on household chores. But here's what it is. Okay, what was I saying? Oh, so Rosie and the floors, which that one's pretty simple. I let Rosie, by the way, I have to add dots for this now. Somebody asked me recently why I put dots after my tasks sometimes. This is for tasks that have more than one step. So Rosie now cannot clean, because there's a baby gate, the whole apartment in one go. I have to have her clean on one side of the baby gate and then move her and clean the other side of the baby gate. So same thing. I have her do one side and then I clean the floors on that side, and then vice versa. Maybe I'll set Rosie. We'll do the first part of Rosie and the floors during Lila's nap. And then the second part, maybe we'll go to the park or something, get out of the house a little bit and have Rosie finish up. Okay, so that's my goal. So that when she goes down for her second nap, because I already did this step, can just rest. That's my goal, is to just rest. And whether that's a bath, whether that's a nap, whether that's reading my book, whatever, watching a movie, whatever it is. But when she goes down, I am hoping to just rest. And then we're doing leftovers again for dinner tonight. My sister and I are actually not recording until tomorrow now. My sister is a dummy and double booked herself for tonight. She has plans with her dad and our brother. And so that's what she's doing tonight. And we're going to record tomorrow before the movies, which is totally fine. And which means I just have another chill night, which is kind of nice. I'm not going to lie. Looking forward to it. Okay, that is going to be it for this video, since I'm planning to be wrapped up with work and done today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. These types of plan with me's, getting to see the weekly plan with me right into the daily plan with me. I am planning to continue that routine, that rhythm. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every week focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching. Let me say that sentence again. Let me say that again. Why did that sound so funny? Um, 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 um,